Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for November 25th through December 1st. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Man. Let's see. Ooh, the overall energy for the reading, the Five of Swords. That's an energy of deception. We'll just leave that there for now because I'm not sure what it applies to quite yet. I could jump into anything at this point. It's almost kind of trying to say not everything is what it looks like. Okay. In the recent past, the Hermit, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. There's been a lot of self-care involved here on your side. You may have taken some time, to focus only on that, yourself, your needs, things like that, which is, it's a very nice energy. It seems like it stretches out a little bit in terms of you may have taken quite the time, which is great. Okay. In the current situation, the Chariot, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, there's a partnership that's coming into play. It doesn't have to be romantic. We could be talking about work here, for all I know. I don't know what it is. But it's one of those that's looking like, oh my God, this is so meant to be. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. From any angle you look at it, it's like, yeah, okay. In the immediate future, the Hierophant, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. It's quite a nice coming together of energies, very grounded energies of partnering up here. From home life to potentially work, like what you surround yourself with, the closest kinds of partnership here are showing up in a very nice way. So, okay, really cool. Let's see what we're talking about here. Let me see the Five of Swords. The Ace of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Oh, is that it? You are showing up as being very clear, very determined. There's some action surrounding you, like what you want to do or what you're actually doing or involved in right now. It goes along with some sort of energy being put out from you to outside of yourself into something. And there's a lot of fear that I see there. It's present, it's there. But the Five of Swords is showing up to tell me that even though the fear is there, you're going to say, oh, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nothing here. I'm very clear. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not scared. Nothing to be scared about here. Okay, but the fear is there. And it's okay if it's there. It's always going to be there. Tied up to anything we do, basically. It's not the end of the world to admit to it, There's almost like a fear to admit that fear is there. And it's like, okay, but it's there. And it's okay. For the fear to be there. That actually, think about it. Anything that is important to us and valuable to us is going to have fear attached to it. If it didn't, I would be like, okay, well, you don't give a shit about it then, because it doesn't bring up that whole sense of, we're humans. We're going to carry fear to things, to anything that especially that we put our energy into, I don't know. That's a little like, no, I'm not. Oh, there's no fear there. Okay. But there is. For the Hermit in the recent past, you get the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. Very stubborn here, too. Like, I'm going to do this. I don't care how long it takes. I don't know. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to put myself first. And I'm just going to give to myself. Really cool energy. Really nice. Almost like disconnecting completely from anything out there in the world and being like, I'm gonna spend some time in my personal bubble, and it's just going to be about me. It almost looks like how forced it's coming in initially. It's almost looking like selfishness interpreted from the outside. I don't think you gave a shit, because it's like, well, I need to find that place in which I can recognize at any time when it's about me and putting myself first. And how do I do that? By giving myself that a lot, and then it'll be easier to get to my little bubble of personal space, you know. For the Two of Wands, in the recent past, you get the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there's also, through this experience, which again, kind of looks like it took up some time, you may still be in it, but, and over there, it's quite interestingly established as I started here, and this is where I finish, and within these points is just going to be about me. Now, there's an interesting caveat to it, because it's like, okay, it's about me, but I want to be able to share that with the world at some point, or with somebody in particular. Like, I want to teach that to others, or show that to others, or, you know, there's quite the interesting something you feel in there, you know, in regards to that. Like, okay, well, I'm learning it, and it's fucking amazing. How do I show others to do the same, to find they're amazing, you know, when they do it? That's a nice energy right there. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, because you've probably experienced those times in which, you know, there's others around you. You care for them. You know, you're going to give to them. It's like, okay, I'm doing this for others. When is it about me? You know, when do I do that? What I do for others, for me? And that's why you took this time for yourself, because it was very important to understand that difference. You know, because when we do find ourselves within these all sorts of bonds we have with others, all sorts of commitments we have with others, we often tend to forget about our needs and ourselves, and especially, you know, if they're going through a hard time or whatever. It's like, well, maybe I'm going through a hard time too. Who knows? But that's why you did it, because there might have been some sort of a partnership right there next to you in which you extended yourself completely to that. And through that, you were completely disconnected from giving to yourself, because you gave to that. So that might have pushed you in that direction, or you've been in that direction and then you fell off the wagon there. You went back into, let me give to others again and let me forget about myself. I don't know. There's a mix of that in there. So I can't tell the order. But one leads to another for sure. Your realization when giving outside of yourself a lot of, what about me? When is it time for me? Because I lost myself in that, you know? So there's a strong emphasis on remembering that it should always be you first. Let's do the Chariot. Oh, I thought that's where it applied. For the Chariot, in the current situation, you get the Five of Swords, the Temperance card, the Chariot. There's something here. I can't tell what it is. It shows up so complicated, but at the same time so simple as an energy, because it's something that's shown up as being quite deceptive, but to you it feels like it's right. It's something that feels right to you. Something that feels, oh my God, this is, you know, if there's one thing in this lifetime that I'm certain of, this is it, that I'm feeling this. It could be in regards to a partnership here, but you've been holding on to this energy for quite a minute, in which you told yourself this is right, or this is meant to be, or something that appears in your feeling as feeling good about it. And I'm not saying if it is or not. I can't tell whether it is or not that you feel correct. But there's something deceptive in those energies. It could even be deceptive because, okay, you feel right about it, But maybe you feel right about it, not for the reasons that you think you do. Maybe it's different reasons, you know, who knows? That's the thing. It's so vague in here, all of it. Let's proceed, because maybe it'll show up. It's kind of like the bigger picture. For the Two of Cups, in the current situation, you get the Two of Pentacles, the Star, the Six of Wands. Huh. Let's do the Ace of Pentacles. It's such a mix in here of stuff, and it has to do with somebody else too. That's the thing. For the Ace of Pentacles, you get the Three of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Okay, it might turn out in a good way. It might be a painful way to get there, but it might turn out in a good way. It's so mixed up because I see you and your perception over something that you're dealing with that has to do with another person. To what extent, I don't know. What we could be talking about, a significant other, a family dynamic, a friendship. It could be just about anything. But it's one of those situations that you're dealing with right now, at least, potentially on a daily basis. You know, it's very close to home. It hits very close to home, this one. And you're saying the way things are going, or where you want for things to go here, you're saying, I feel good about it. I feel like it's meant to be, to go this way or to be this way. It's going to be okay. It's going to be, you know. And then I see a lot of stumbling along the way, in terms of, if you're telling me, I see this going from here to here, you're just focusing on these 2 points, where it's at and the final destination. The journey, the in-between, you're not showing me that. I see it here, but you're not thinking of that. You're just thinking, I'm here and this is where we're going. And I feel really good about where we're at because I feel really good about where we're going. And I'm like, what about the in-between? Where's that at? Something's missing here. You know, the journey. Where's that at? And it's kind of coming up with, I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out along the way. Like, how can you have a plan, you know, or feel really good about something when you see it here and getting here, and you have no clue what's going on here? Especially when the energies are a little bit quite mixed up at this point, you know? There's no clarity about the journey. There's no clarity about the in-between there for you. It's lacking completely. It's almost like it's not even there at all for you. And you know me, I always tell you, just go with the flow. You'll see when you get there to the next step of your journey, and the next one and the next one. But it almost feels like you're setting yourself up to miss the journey because you're so focused on the destination. And you also know me when I tell you it's in the journey, you know. Like you almost want to jump from here to here and miss the whole journey of it. Because the journey does look complicated as an energy reflection of it. Because again, you're not even considering it. Now, with this Ace of Pentacles, where you're basically showing me the destination, you're also showing me I might get there in a little bit of a bumpy way, painful way, whatever, but I'm going to get there. So that's the intention. I'm happy to see that you have the intention of we'll get there. Doesn't matter how, you know, because as long as you have the intention, you probably will. Now, I would love for you to start focusing also on the journey and start loving that journey, no matter how bumpy it is. You know, if it is bumpy at all, I don't know how it's going to be because you don't know, you know, but start focusing on being in this journey with that. The focus is high on the destination only. For the Hierophant in the immediate future, you get the World card, the Two of Cups, the Three of Wands. A very long cycle very strong, healing, but very long cycle is coming to a close here for the situation you're dealing with currently, for the same situation. It's not looking like, you know, nasty energies, or it's just coming to a close. It's like, okay, done, you know. Now, I don't know what that cycle is. It could be just about anything. But it's given some sort of light, some sort of, oh, you know, when it does, it's like, finally. Because it feels just different. It brings completely different energies into this game. In a very good way. So whatever that cycle is, man, you're so black or white with this. There's no in between here at all. The in between is very fuzzy. To me, because I'm trying to catch it, to you, it's non-existent. It's not even there. The in between is MIA, for sure. For the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Hierophant, the Tower, the Seven of Swords. Even though from an energetic standpoint, this is going to feel like, huh? When it's completed, the cycle, when you're in the middle of doing it, it might not feel that, huh? You know, it might feel quite, oh, what the hell is going on here? So it's shown up a little bit radical. It doesn't have to be conflicting. It doesn't have to be like, I hate you, you hate me. Okay, let's take it from there. Not really. But I do see it coming from the result of somebody walking away. You know, whether that's you or them, or I don't know what the hell is going on here. It's quite, I wanted to say shocking, but that wasn't the word. Maybe sudden. You know, this whole, somebody just, like we're talking right now, I just get up and I go. And it's like, okay. But it's not unexpected on either side. Even if it happens like that, it's not like, oh my God, what the hell happened? What? It's like, okay. Man, the extremes in this reading. For the Three of Pentacles, you get the Hermit, the Magician, the Knight of Cups. But it will shift things drastically for this partnership. Believe it or not, in a beautiful way. In a beautiful way. Quite healing. Way better than what it is now. So the end result, even though it could look scary a little bit, it's quite nice. Really, really nice. Potentially even unexpected. Interesting reading. From the universe, you get the Temperance card, the Hangman, the Lovers. It's all of this, you know, even though I talked about it in just a few minutes here, it might, it might take some time, quite the time, for all of this to come into play, and for you to get to the actual destination of this. So the journey, the in-between that you keep on skipping, might take quite some time, you know. But I feel like you know that. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Well, it might be a problem when you're in the in-between, because again, to you, there's no such concept apparently here. And when you find yourself there, you're like, what the fuck is going on? So basically within the journey. But when you get to that destination, especially under these energies, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, oh man, that felt so right. Everything about it, you know. Not when you're in it, after. Okay, well, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.